So?
So I can handle one. You probably forgot, but I was top of my class at the academy.
Didn't forget.
While there are high expectations for every animated film, those for Zootopia may have been exceeded after it passed the $1 billion mark. However, as the animated movie passed the $1 billion mark, a new anticipation, Zootopia 2, came into play. And now, after 7 long years, the animated film sequel is finally happening.
It's not exactly a place for a cute little bunny.
Don't call me cute. Get in the car.
Okay.
Audiences first met the adorable cop Judy Hopps and the sweet con artist Nick Wilde in 2016. Judy and Nick, a rabbit and fox forced to cooperate, are the protagonists of Zootopia, a Disney story set in a world where animals live in a huge city and act a lot like people, including going to the DMV, listening to Shakira's music, and most importantly, solving crimes. Even though everyone in Zootopia is as adorable as they come, that doesn't mean there aren't any criminals in the area. When animals start disappearing for no apparent reason, Judy and Nick must uncover a widespread conspiracy to stop it and save the day. Zootopia made over $1 billion and was the 4th highest-grossing movie of 2016 thanks to its charming characters, beautifully animated world, and timely message of tolerance and understanding. Although Zootopia Plus, a television spin-off series, debuted on Disney Plus in November 2022, fans of the movie have been hoping for a real, full-length feature sequel. And finally, now that a sequel has been formally announced, we've put together all the information you need to know about Zootopia 2. No matter how excited you are for Zootopia 2, it's time to let go of that breath you've been holding. Even with all the modern technology at Disney's disposal, animations take time. Although a release date hasn't been announced, it's safe to assume that Zootopia won't be making a comeback this year. On February 8th, Disney CEO Bob Iger declared that Zootopia 2 is in the works. The only remaining uncertainty about the now official Zootopia 2 is when. After the film's resounding box office triumph, news of a sequel development spread. Even the 2021 release date was planned, but it was never carried out. Rich Moore and Byron Howard, the directors of Zootopia, have expressed interest in the sequel, with Moore saying it would be nice to revisit it again. But the only firm statement Bob Iger made in his Q1 call was that the movie was in production. He didn't specify when production got underway or provide a target release date. 3 untitled films by Pixar are currently scheduled for release in June 2025, March 2026, and June 2026. Zootopia has the oldest release date of the 3 sequels Iger mentioned, so it'll probably be the first one to hit theaters. If so, Zootopia 2 will probably hit theaters in June 2025. In other words, there's still 2 years to go.
Well, he was a key witness, and I enlisted.
2 days to find the otter. Or you quit.
Zootopia 2 has not yet had any casting announcements made. On Instagram, however, Jennifer essentially declared that she would be playing Judy again after the sequel was revealed. The actress shared a picture of Judy next to an unidentified frantic pig that her husband Josh Dallas provided the voice for. Josh and Disney Animation Studios were both tagged in Jennifer's post, which also included the hashtag Zootopia2. Along with the other cast members from the first movie who will almost certainly make an appearance in the second, Jason Bateman is anticipated to reprise his role as Nick in the sequel. Rich Moore and Byron Howard, the filmmakers of Zootopia, were ready to give fans Zootopia 2. The cast for the rumored sequel included some well-known actors in addition to the people who were slated to write and direct it. The majority of the original cast members are expected to return, and Mike Myers, Shawn Ashmore, Rami Malek, Jenny Slate, Marissa Tomei, Lauren Holly, Frankie Muniz, Sting, and yes, even Adam Sandler were reportedly going to join them. It'll be intriguing to see if any of those recognizable actors will appear in Zootopia 2 now that it's confirmed that a sequel is on the way. Given the success of the first film, it may be a wise decision to board the Zootopia 2 train. All we really know about Zootopia 2 at this point is that it'll definitely happen. What the cast members want to happen in the sequel has already been mentioned by few of the actors. Judy's voice actress, Jennifer Goodwin, stated that she would like to see Judy and Nick switch roles in the follow-up. "I would like to see Nick have to be the one to convince Judy that the world is worth fighting for," she said. Since the sly fox and his dumb bunny pal joined the Zootopia police force at the end of the film, Bateman would like to see the characters continue working together to solve crimes. "The two of us kicking ass out there, cleaning up the streets. We're a couple of new cops out there, so bad guys be warned," he stated. It's currently impossible to predict the direction of Zootopia 2's plot. Nick and Judy had a successful friendly relationship as Zootopia came to a close with Bellwether's capture. Will they remain friends? It is Disney. They will, of course. It's almost certain that our favorite fox and rabbit will team up once more to protect Zootopia, despite the fact that there isn't much information available at this time.
Jude the Dude? Remember that one? How we doing?
I'm fine.
You are not fine. Your ears are droopy.
Rich Moore, the co-director of Zootopia, said when speaking about a potential sequel, "I think it's because of the world being so vast that it just naturally kind of lends itself to wanting to know more about it. It's like because it is such a big place, well, what's going on there?" Despite being described as a large city, the first movie only really gives us a glimpse of downtown, the Rainforest District, and Tundra Town. A quick glance at a city map, however, reveals that there are actually a lot more zones, such as the Canal District, Canyonland, Marshlands, Meadowlands, Polar Strait, and Sahara Square. There is literally a lot of ground left to cover in this situation, not to mention what exists outside of Zootopia's designated zones. What does this fictional world's wilderness look like? There's so many unanswered questions and follow-up scenarios. While the original Zootopia spoke extensively about racism, it'd be intriguing to see what a follow-up would have to say about gender. The only female police officer we encounter in the film is Judy Hopps, and she stands out from her male counterparts in addition to being smaller than the rest of them. The only other women we encounter in the film are primarily attractive models, wives, catty shopaholics, or evil characters. Are traditional gender roles a barrier to employment in Zootopia? In that case, why? Do female mammals receive equal compensation for equal work? Why not if not? While the majority of Zootopia's inhabitants appear to be content and well off, there are still some mammals that are forced to live as grifters, along with the notorious and feared crime organization. What is the city's true class structure? Remember that the first Zootopia taught kids that racism is really just institutionalized fear created by those in power to keep the masses in check, and made them laugh at the same time. If issues of poverty and wealth disparity seem too heavy for an animated film to tackle,
I'd lose my head if it weren't attached to my neck. That's the truth. Oh boy, I'm sorry, pal.
In an interview, the co-director Jim Bush claimed that Zootopia underwent significant rewrites after being originally planned as a spy film. When it came into the project, it was originally a spy movie, and the first 10 minutes of that movie took place in this mammal world. And then they went to this crazy tropical island where a bunch of other stuff happened, Bush said. How entertaining would it be to see different Zootopia sequels experiment with various genres? The first movie was a buddy cop comedy. The second might return to the spy genre that was originally planned. Other entries might focus on westerns, swashbuckling adventures, or action-packed with adrenaline. The potential for Zootopia's franchise future is essentially limitless. Try everything, as Giselle exclaims in the film's theme song. But let's be honest, we're all curious to find out if Judy and Nick will end up together. The producers may have changed their mind as a result of numerous requests and hopes from fans, as the first film did not even make a hint that we can even hope that they'll be together. When questioned about it, the directors asserted that Nick and Judy had no other relationship other than that of friends. Then there's the fact that Judy declared her love for Nick following Zootopia, although that could really just be easily taken to mean platonic affection and lighthearted conversation. The Zootopia co-creators, Byron Howard and Rich Moore, fueled the shipper fire when they revealed that a deleted storyboard scene existed in which Nick and Judy were on their way to Judy's apartment, only to be met by her family who thought Nick was her boyfriend. In addition to Nick and Judy shippers, it seems that others were also thinking about the potential for a romantic chemistry between Nick and Judy. Additionally, Judy showed in the first film that she always gets what she wants despite the fact that some rules prohibit it. And as was previously mentioned, Nick will also show his side in the sequel. We'll see you in the next video.
And declared that anyone can be